Hello, Gemini, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Gemini, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. So, with all that being said, Gemini, let's get started. How does Gemini currently view this relationship? Gemini, so we do have the Three of Pentacles, we do have the Five of Cups, and then we also have the Six of Swords. The bottom... Okay. At the bottom, this person's playing victim. This person being this person that you recently decided to kick out of your life is what I'm... That's almost how it wants to kind of come across. You kick somebody out of your life. Gemini is what I'm gathering. But it was like in the name of you knowing your value and your worth is what I'm gathering. It just kind of looks like you were experiencing certain things within your relationship with this person that you didn't necessarily feel like you deserved to essentially go through. So at the end of the day, you did what was best for you. So you kicked this one over here out of your life that clearly didn't value or appreciate you. But I just see this person like playing the victim to like people like close to them, like their family members and their friends and co-workers. Like, yeah, like, you know, Gemini just left me. They just abandoned me. And, you know, I was nothing but good to them, but they just turned around and abandoned me and left me. A King of Wands is somebody who's very selfish. A King of Wands is somebody who only thinks about themselves. A King of Wands within a relationship, you know, at times walks around like they don't really care, you know, about how their actions and their behavior affect, you know, the person that they're married to or in a relationship with. And this is typically why, people, you know, end up walking away, you know, from a King of Wands like energy. There's just a lot of growing up that needs to take place is what it is. You know what I mean? It all kind of boils down to like their level of like, you know, maturity is what it is. You know, I think that you are far more mature, you know, than this, you know, person. I am definitely getting that. I think that you know exactly what it takes to create and sustain a relationship. And I think that they know exactly what it takes to destroy a relationship, and that's what they did, and they did it just by being themselves, unfortunately. But yeah, they're like over here like playing the victim, like, oh, they left me and they don't love me anymore and they don't care about me anymore, and I was a good man or a good woman and they just, you know, they just left me, you know. It's like you're going down as an evil villain, you know, in this person's, you know, story. And to be honest, I don't really think you care, but we have the Two of Wands to the Three of Swords to the Nine of Cups. This person's heartbroken. They're absolutely heartbroken because they know that they lost a good thing. I mean, you're a freaking Queen of Pentacles, for crying out loud. The Queen of Pentacles is considered to be the perfect partner card, damn it. So in their eyes, you were perfect for them. Unfortunately, the feeling wasn't mutual. You didn't look at this person and think to yourself, oh my God, they're perfect for me. You know, like that's what they thought of you, but you didn't think that of them, you know? And they gave you every reason to not think that of them, but they're heartbroken. They are so heartbroken. How does Gemini feel? We have the Three of Wands. We have the Nine of Swords. And then we also have the Knight of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Fool. And then we also have, wow, the Nine of Pentacles to the Star to the, yeah. I think that the moment that you started to notice, wait a second, I don't deserve this and I don't deserve that. You wasted no time doing what you had to do. And you removed yourself from this entire situation. You know? There's just an energy of disbelief attached to this human's energy. It's like they just can't believe, you know, that you kicked them out of your life. It's like they just can't believe that, you know, you're turning your back on them. It's like they just can't believe that you're really done with them. They just can't believe it. They just can't believe it. They just can't. This is somebody who has a very, very, very difficult time picturing, you know, their life without you. And it makes sense. You know what I mean? It makes sense. You're a Queen of Pentacles. Makes sense. You were everything that they wanted and more. And they lost you. They can't stop thinking about you. They can't stop wanting to essentially be near you. They hate this distance between the two of you, this lack of communication between the two of you. You seem to be doing pretty fucking well, though, if you ask me. You seem to be doing very, very, very well, which is great. I love that for you. I absolutely love that for you. Okay. How does this human currently feel? We have the Knight of Pentacles. We got the Four of Pentacles. And then we also have the Lovers out here. The bottom of the deck, we got the Queen of Pentacles, aka you, with the Eight of Swords to the Two of Pentacles to the, oh man, that's sad. That's sad. It's just, it's an energy of denial. It's like they refuse to believe you don't love them anymore. It's like they refuse to believe you don't want this anymore. It's like they just refuse to believe that. Like, even though your actions and your behavior are causing them to feel like you don't love them anymore, and it's causing them to feel like you're really done with them, and it's causing them to feel like you're really, you know, walking away from this for good, they just don't want to freaking believe that. They don't want to believe it. They just don't. They just don't. Okay, let's keep going. What actions will Gemini take towards this human or moving forward? We have the Ace of Pentacles to the Page of Wands, and then we also have the Knight of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Sun, we have the King of Swords, and then we also have the King of Pentacles, and then we also have the Ace of Wands. This person is definitely keeping tabs on you in some way, shape, and or form. This person sees how happy you are without them in your life. I am getting that. We'll see how they feel about that. Just to, you know, be nosy, because why not, right? But yeah, this person just sees you very focused on yourself right now. They see you very, very focused on your goals, the things that you want to accomplish and achieve for yourself. They just see you out here, you know, living your best life. Let's see. They can see you definitely growing and evolving in some way, shape, and or form. I don't know if you're like about to like receive like a promotion very soon at work. I just see you leveling up in some way, shape, and or form. And I do see them, you know, realizing, yeah, I see this person, you know, realizing this leveling up energy coming from you. I don't know, maybe you are receiving a promotion at work. That's a possibility. Or maybe something else is happening, but I just keep getting like a glowing up energy coming from you. And I do see them witnessing this glowing up energy coming from you. We have the Temperance card to the Nine of Wands. We also have the Four of Cups. And then we also have the Fool out here. I feel like Spirit wants this person to just let you go. But with that Four of Cups energy, which basically represents a very stubborn energy, mind you, they're just like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to, you know? I feel like Spirit is like, look, all right, buddy, you've caused them enough pain, you know? Just let them go. Let them go, let them go, let them go. If you love them, you would let them go. And they're just like, no, I don't want to. No, I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm just getting a massive fucking glowing up energy coming from you. I don't know what the heck you're doing, but it's just a massive glowing up energy. If this has anything to do with work, my friend, like I do see you climbing that corporate ladder at a rapid pace at a very, very rapid pace. For those of you who have your own business, I just see your business like taking off at a very, very rapid pace. Or maybe you're doing something else, you know what I mean? But I just, massive, 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 you know, glow up energy coming from you. And they're witnessing it in some way, shape, and or form. So they're definitely keeping tabs on you to say the least, okay? To say the least. I feel like with this person, you couldn't like grow, you know? To me, it's like the best way that I could describe you was like, you were like a dove, Gemini. You were like a dove, okay? And I just feel like when this person came along, they just kind of like clipped your wings to the point where you couldn't fly anymore. You know what I mean? You couldn't grow anymore. You couldn't evolve anymore. But now that this person's gone, it's like you're getting your wings back, you know? You're getting your wings back. And it feels good. It feels amazing. And you're very determined to keep it that way. Very determined to keep it that way. What actions will this person take towards Gemini or moving forward? We have the Page of Cups. We also have the Hermit. Okay. Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. This person has been very, very quiet, okay, since this ending took place between the two of you, okay? I do see this person extending themselves to you, but it is kind of stemming from a place of, you know, I just wanted to call you and just, you know, just to see how you were doing. They know how the fuck you're doing. With the Nine of Pentacles, they're keeping tabs on you. Like, they clearly know that you're doing very, very, very well. Okay? It's not like they don't know how you're doing, because they do know how you're doing. I just don't know how they know how you're doing. But they know that you're doing very, very well. In fact, they know that you're doing way better now that they're not in your life. I just don't know how they know this. I don't know if you guys have mutual friends, or if they're, you know, or if they still keep in contact with, like, you know, family members of yours, or if you guys still follow each other on social media, or they're following you off of a fake account. I don't know, but they clearly know how you're doing. They're just going to make it seem like they have no freaking clue. They have no freaking clue. How does this person feel about how Gemini's doing? We have the Knight of Cups, we have the Queen of Swords, and then we also have the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Wow. This person truly does feel like they stopped you. They stopped you from a lot of things. They know that this relationship took such a massive, you know, toll on you. And it truly did, you know, make it extremely hard for you to accomplish and achieve the things that you wanted to accomplish and achieve, and obtain the things that you wanted to basically obtain. So they know, you know, that they played a massive role in why you weren't able to manifest and create the things that you wanted to into fruition. And it had a lot to do with them and the problems that you guys were experiencing within your marriage and a relationship with one another. But I'm going to be very honest with you. As far as how they feel, okay, about how amazing you're doing, they don't fucking like it. Let me explain why they don't fucking like it. Because the likelihood, right, of you taking this person back after experiencing how amazing your life is now without them in it is kind of looking at an all-time low. See, when this person was with you, they were doing amazing. They were doing amazing. They're not doing amazing anymore, but they were doing amazing when they were with you. Now that you're not with them, you find yourself doing amazing. You know, when you're with this person, it was quite the opposite. You weren't doing so well. You know what I mean? It was hard for you to focus on getting that degree you always wanted. It was hard for you to focus on manifesting, creating the things that you wanted for yourself into fruition. All of these things were hard for you to do. But now that they're not around, it's like you're locked in and you're focused. So with that being said, no, I don't think that they're happy about this. Because it causes them to feel like, damn, like Gemini's doing so great without me. Like, they're probably not going to want me back, you know? But they're still going to try. Because at the end of the day, they want to be happy. And they know in order to be happy, they would have to get you back first. And that's what kind of concerns them the most, is that they may not be able to. If your life was just god awful, you know, then they can see, you know, like why you would be more receptive towards taking them back if your life was just so god awful without them in it. But that's not the case. And they can see in some way, shape, or form that that is not the case, you know. So they are worried and concerned that you're not going to want, to revisit this, ever again. And to be completely honest, they don't know what the fuck they're going to do if you don't take them back. They don't know what they're going to do if you don't take them back. They don't know what they're going to do with themselves, what I'm gathering. But that is what I have for you, my friend. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.